So welcome you all to the continuation of the pricing section, hoping to finish it soon. We've looked at the factors, but summary. Last week we looked at the factors affecting the pricing, look at the various, and then the factors affecting demand. And we look at the demand equation. In short, we said that the equation is like this. Price is equal to the constant minus BQ, that's the quantity. In some books, you see quoting it BX, where X or the Q is what the quantity. We find B to be just change in price with respect to change in quantity. So change in price over change in what? Quantity demanded. Good. And then we find A to be equal to the price plus BQ. Pick any of the variable. When you substitute them, you probably get the answer. You probably get the answer. Okay, so that is it. And then we also went further to look at the price elasticity of what? Demand, PED. We look at that one too, and we calculated. And also look at the various coefficients that you can determine, equal to 1, less than 1, 0. And we explain and we give examples of products that turn out to be like that. That I promised for the video, I'll make them available. I think it's on process stage. Okay, so that is that. Now, something that we have to look at for, let me add it to number 5, is a product life cycle. Product life cycle. The various stages that the product goes through, right from the introduction stage up to the end, that's the declinization or the decline stage, or where the product will be repealed from the market. Good. That is all. Now, we will probably go through that one quickly as a product life cycle. It normally comes with target costing. So life cycle costing and target costing are twins. Yes, we do have a section called target costing. Normally when I reach there, I shout because I've heard my name. Target costing. Good. It moves with life cycle costing. So that is that. Now, what happened is this: the product life cycle. So that every product goes through something like this, right? And formally fade up. So we have the introduction stage. Introduction stage, where you introduce the product to somewhere here. Introduction stage. Introduction stage, where you introduce the product. So stage 1 is the introduction. This one is just a gentle reminder. Number 2, from introduction, what happened? After introduction, you did what you call growth. So this is the growth stage. The product must grow. Yes, everybody happened to be a baby before, and that person grows to be passes through a youth stage, adult, and then finally decline from the market. Yes, so that is it. Now, for management accountants, we are interested in how to determine the cost at each level of the stage or each stage, what are the likely costs that we may incur? That is what we are interested in. Good. Then at the maturity, so from here up to here, we call it saturation, where that one, in fact, is getting to the peak. You've gotten towards the peak. So if and sales are really high. At the introduction stage, you make little profit or you make loss because people don't know you, people don't know the product. You do a lot of adverts, a lot of publicity so that people will get to know the product. So we call something like the promotion. You create awareness. At this stage, create awareness. Let people be aware that yes, this product exists. So create awareness, number one. Number two, create the interest. After creating the interest, what do? Number three, you create the desire. Let them desire for that product, and finally they will take action. Yes, then action follow. So anytime you see someone taking an action that's passed through these 4 stages, you create awareness. Yes. So imagine when let's say 2 people, friends, opposite sex probably meet as friends. First of all, see them creating awareness. Oh yes, I'm this, I'm that. Yes, my dad is this. If it happens to probably your dad is the president, or and then they don't know. Oh, so my dad is calling. Oh, who is that? I can't remember. A policeman stopped a vehicle and asked, and said, where are you going with this vehicle? So, I'm going to see my car owner. I said, who is the car owner? And he mentioned that, oh, he's an inspector. You know, the police that have stopped the vehicle have a lower rank. So immediately you have to allow. So awareness, create awareness. Yes, that you are that. So that they don't take it for granted. Number 2, create interest. Yes, let the people like develop some interest for the products that you're offering. Then desire. Yes, that's the dangerous station. In fact, when you read this section, it's like you have some food be there that food probably you have to save it, or that money you have to save it for some purpose. When you read the desire, nothing can stop it. No, nothing can stop the desire. You have to take action. Then you take the action. So that is it. Maturity. So we are saying that the introduction stage, all this must take place. If you do this one well, it moves the product from the introduction stage toward a growth stage. At the growth stage, sales are quite huge. Cost goes down because you have to spend money to create awareness, interest, desire, and the action. So at the growth stage, the cost is a bit down. Then you get profit. Maturity. In fact, this is where we've reached the apex. And don't worry, everything that have beginning have equally end. So once you have a maturity, you will always decline from the market. So decline. So decline stage. That's where the product is. I'm fed up from the market. So somewhere here, coming down here. You can think of products that are no longer in existence. I'll give you one. Dark soap, cementia. I'll remember those ones, right? Dark soap, cementia. Where are they? We used to, so basically that is that. Now we are moving on to an important section that you need to get it clear. 2020 May, the examiner asked that question, and it was so interesting. Examiner asked that question. We have what we call profit maximization output or price. Wow. So tell the examiner that profit maximization. I will forward extra question. Maximization price or output. So at what price can we get the highest profit? Can we maximize the profit? How do we get it? Okay. Or at what output can we maximize our output? Now, at what output can we maximize the profit? That is all. That's what we're talking about. So it's very topical issue. Good. Now, at this stage, there are so many theories that moves around this, especially the economists, our friends. You know that accountant friend is what? Economist. Good. So no wonder. Okay. Now, at this stage, tell the examiner that the profit maximization output, your marginal revenue must be equal to your marginal cost. The question is, how do you drive all these things? Good. So we need to pick it from a certain angle. We have what you call total revenue. We have what you call total cost. And we can also have the average. So average revenue, average cost. We have a fixed cost, but we don't have a fixed revenue. Now you have to work before you get it. So that is it. So basically, that is that. So we'll pick some few equations and we see how best we can drive what? The marginal revenue and what? The marginal cost. And then we'll pick it from there. Good. So take note of that. And we'll use the old manual. There's some examples of questions in there. Then we'll try that one. Good. And then I'll give steps. I'll give some few steps to look out for that of the marginal revenue and then the marginal cost. Okay. Now, to make things look too easy for you, what is marginal revenue? Okay, here, the marginal revenue is nothing by just the change in the total revenue with respect to what? With respect to the output. That is it. Good. So change in what? The total revenue. So the formula is this, but we'll pass through areas. Now, the formula is equal to TR just the differential all over the Q. But we will not use this one. Let the economists use this. Let's use a different approach. So the approach that we are going to use is this. We first have to find the price. We just have to what? Find the price and increase the quantity over there. So we give a marginal revenue function to be as this. Marginal revenue, the function is equal to the A minus what? Minus BQ. Minus, in fact, let's add to BQ. Where Q can also be sometimes referred to as X. This is the output. This is the output. Meanwhile, the price function is equal to A minus BQ, right? So we are just putting 2 here because of the differential. They're putting 2 there. That is all. It will give us what? The marginal revenue. That is all. So it means that we need to be looking for these items. Then we go to the marginal cost. What I'm gonna give you steps like 1 up to 5 on how to determine the profit maximizing output. So now we know how to find the marginal revenue. Just find the price function and just the coefficients or the gradient, multiply the gradient by 2. That is all. We are done with marginal revenue. Let's go to marginal cost. With the marginal cost, just relax. Tell the examiner that marginal cost is nothing. It's the same as what? Variable cost. The word marginal cost, take it as what? Variable cost. Yeah, for the purpose of our studies. Take it as what? The variable cost or the direct cost. So the marginal cost, variable cost. How do you get the variable cost? As usual, the total cost divided by what? That's the total variable cost divided by the outputs. Good. Now, after finding this, then what do? You now equate them, and then you find for Q, and then you substitute them back into the what? The demand function to look for the optimum price. That is all. So in short, let's give some few steps to calculate the maximum profit. So step 1, steps in determining the maximum profit. Step 1. Step 1, determine the price function. Determine what? The price function or the price equation or the demand equation. Demand what? Equation. It means that we need to look for P is equal to A minus 2BQ, right? Okay. Then step 2, find what you call marginal revenue, which now equal to just change this price to marginal revenue. A minus, in fact, there is no 2, A minus 2BQ. That is all. Then you go to step 3. The step 3, we have to now look for, we are done with the marginal, right? Left with the, we are done with the marginal revenue, left with the marginal cost. Look for the marginal cost, which is equal to the variable cost. Then step 4, so that solve them, equate them. So step 4, equate the marginal cost and the marginal revenue to find for Q. So step 4, equate the MC, MR, and MC to find for what? Q. That's a quantity. That is all, to find for the quantity. Then the final step, step 5, let me write it here. After you get a quantity, what do? You now substitute the quantity into the demand equation. This one, have you seen? Come back here. Come. So let's go step 5. Substitute Q and the demand equation to obtain the profit maximization price. To obtain the price, you obtain what? P. That is all. Up, you got it. So we'll pick a nice question, and then we will do justice to it. Okay, so there will be a question coming nicely, and then as usual, a question. Let's try this particular question. AB has used market research to determine that if a price of 250 is charged for a product G, demand will be 12,000 units. It has also been established that demand will rise or fall by 5 units for every 1 CD fall or rise in the selling price. Marginal cost of the product is what? Is 80 cedis. Please, if the marginal cost is the same as variable cost, then expect your examiner to probably give you the breakdown. Direct material, direct labor, those stuffs. Or this time I will give you in a function form. Okay, in a function form. If the marginal revenue is equal to this when selling price P, calculate the profit maximizing selling price for product what G. Start work. So let's go by the procedure. First, let's establish a demand equation or the price function here. That's the first point. So I'll work that one here side by side. If you want the demand function, we are just saying that just look for change. Just look for change in. So step 1, demand equation. Quote it that price is equal to A minus, A minus BQ, where A is equal to, no, we can find B first. B is equal to change in price over change in what? Quantity. That will be equal to. So let's go to the question and pick the changes. So change in price, they are saying that if the price increase or decrease by 1 Ghana cedi, the demand will also change by what? By 5. So therefore, it will be what? 1 out of what? 5. So change in price is 1 cedi when it fall or rise. That's the change. This one to change unit is also 5. So if I should continue the game, change in price will be 1 Ghana cedi, and change in unit will be what? 5 Ghana cedis. And solving this, you have 0.2. Okay. Now we are saying that find for A is equal to price. Pick any of the levels, the price, plus BQ. So pick the first section. Drag at the current. When P, the price is equal to, what is the quantity demanded? Let's go and go and pick those stuff. So it has used a market research to determine that if the price is 250, So if the price of 250 is charged, the price of 250 is charged for a product G, demand will be 12,000. So let's base on that. If the price is 250, demand, the quantity will be what? 12,000. So let's substitute. So price is 250 here plus B0.2 times demand of 12,000. So that will be give us 250 plus this 2,400. Okay. How we get 2,400, right? We get 2,400, agreed. Okay, so 2,400. So therefore the price will be 2,650. We are done. Perfect. So this is 2,650. So therefore, what will be the price equation? Substitute them in a nice equation. So therefore, the price or the demand equation will be price is equal to A is 2,650 plus 0.2 Q. That is the price equation. That is the price equation. So if this is the price equation, then probably we can still find for what? Marginal revenue. In the marginal revenue, we say relax, take your time, relax. After you've gotten the price, just increase the coefficient or the gradient or the B or the slope by what 2. Just multiply that one by 2 to give you what we call marginal revenue. So let me clean up to this level. As and when we do that, then we clean that section. So therefore, marginal revenue will be still 2,650 plus 0.2 times 2. That'll give us 0.4, right? So 0.4 Q. What next? So the next one is the marginal cost. Let's go to the question. Marginal cost is the same as what? The variable cost. Marginal cost is the same as the variable cost. Let's go to the question. What's the marginal cost of product is what? 80. They can also give it to you in equation form. Okay. Then what do you get? So it's 80. What next? So now we are done with these two. I love it. What? Step 4 and 5. What's the next step? Now we know all of them. What's the next step? Now third examiner that to maximize profit. Third examiner that from here we have to equate, right? Equate the marginal revenue to the marginal cost. Third examiner that we are the next step, maximize price or the quantity. We can find the quantity first. That examiner that to maximize profit, give us the general rule. Marginal revenue must be equal to what? Marginal cost. Before you equate them, give us the general rule, because can probably award you a professional marks. Now go ahead and equate them. Marginal revenue is what? 2,650 plus 0.4Q is equal to marginal revenue of what? 80. As usual, solve for Q. Make Q the subject. Elementary. What do? They told us that we have to do like terms. So this one have to move there, right? So get 0.4Q is equal to 80. Is equal to 80. Okay, in fact, this place I'm not agree. Here must be negative. Here to not agree. It must be negative. Here to not agree. Must be negative. Okay, now they will agree. Okay, so negative for 0.4Q is equal to 80 minus what? 2650. So therefore, what do we do? So negative 0.4Q is now equal to any answer for me. So even if it is 80, that's 250 and so what do you get? That's something like 2680 less 2650. That's 2570, right? So negative 2570. I'm going to take off this section. Let me clean just the top. Yes, let's clean just the top. Just here. Let's continue the game. So for me, what do you do? So therefore, tell the examiner that Q is nothing by 2570 all divided by 0.4. Don't go plenty. We are not doing mathematics here. So if you go plenty, negative cancel negative, 10 lines more. In fact, you don't have anything. No. I don't believe the final answer is wrong. Forget it. I don't believe the final answer is wrong. So Q will be equal to 6,425 units, right? Then you substitute Q equals this in the price function. This is the price function. So therefore, put or substitute. Substitute Q equals 6425 in the price equation. In the price equation. Which we have the price is equal to 2650 minus 0.2 into bracket 6425. So what would be the price? What would be the price? Okay, so what would be the price? We are looking for the calculate the profit maximizing selling price. What is the selling price? What is the selling price? And we can also ask you the total profits at this level or the total revenue at this level. We can ask you a lot of questions at this level, contribution, those stuffs in there. Okay. So the price is what? The price happens to be 1,000. Okay, so the price will be P is equal to 1,000 Ghana cedi and what? 365. Perfect. So I can ask you to find for the total revenue for me. Find for total revenue is equal to the price times the quantity. Total revenue is price times quantity. So what's the price? 1,365. A quantity of 6425 units. Now give you the total revenue. I can also ask you find for the total variable cost. Total variable cost. Let the examiner. Is the marginal cost per unit? Is the MC times what? Quantity. That is all. Okay, so that is it. Now we are done with this. Now move on to solve a particular question. A particular question. Now you're going to solve for a particular question using the tabular approach, tabulation. So what we've done is what? Just calculation. So let's go ahead and use the tabulation to determine what we have now. Tabulation. Tabulation. So tabulation. So let's pick another set of questions and then we look at it from that angle. Tabulation. So let's see tabulation. Okay, so here we use a table, and we need to know the format of the table. We need to know the format of the table. Let's see. An organization operates in a market where there is imperfect competition, so that to sell more units of output, it must reduce the selling price or the sales price of all the units it sells. The following data is available for prices and cost. Total output, good. Sales price per unit, that is the average revenue. Selling price is the same as what? Average revenue. So take note, average revenue. And then we have average cost per unit. Please and please again. Average cost is not the same as what? That of the marginal cost. Take note that average cost is not the same as what? Marginal cost. Average cost is not the same as marginal cost. I repeat. Okay. The total cost of zero output is 600. That's the fixed cost. Okay. That is the fixed cost. Now, when I give you that question, we are interested in marginal and marginal. So that means marginal revenue versus marginal cost. So do everything ethically possible to arrive at marginal revenue and marginal cost. So that now, wherever they are the same, you trace them and then pick them. That is all. So based on this information, how do you get marginal revenue and marginal cost? Sometimes the examiner will be so happy, so interested, and give you the format. But we'll work as if there's no format. So let's go in the format here. You have something like this. Determine the marginal revenue. Good. Marginal revenue simple means change in what? The total revenue with respect to what? Output. That is the marginal revenue. Change in the total revenue with respect to what? The output. Good. So that is all. the change, the additional money received, the additional. Okay. So that's what we have to find. So therefore, we have to find the total revenue first. So let's copy and complete this table. So let's drive our own table. First, first of all, we will look at this. We will start by saying profit maximizing output and what price. In fact, the table should be go. Okay, so first we have to go through the output first. So first thing is the output. They've given it to us. Output. Second, find the price. Price of the product. Third, find the total revenue. Second, find the marginal revenue. Land yourself nice on marginal revenue. You now, or we have now finished with just an aspect or one. That is all. Then we come and start for the second section 2. Now, with the second section, we are looking for marginal cost. But they have given us what we call average cost. So we can convert that average cost into what? Total cost. So you have to find the total cost first. Or if I want to do everything, how do you get the total cost? We look for the average cost first, AC. Then we proceed to what? Total cost, TC. Then we proceed to what? Marginal cost. Finally, we land ourselves on profit. And then we are done. Yes. So in exams, when they give you the question like that, it means that you have to do everything like this so before you can determine it. Yes. But most often, the most important one is this: marginal revenue and marginal cost. The rest is not important. So if you can do everything possible to locate these figures and compare them, the one that they are equal, that is all. So let me go to the question and then fill in the table. So let's go. So first, when the output is 0, what do you get? You have to put 0, 1, 2, up to 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The price happened to be 0, 5, 4, 8, 4, 7, 1. Please, here, there, I need all team. I need all team for the calculation. 407 477 346 317 288, 259, and 232. Okay. So that is that. And then let me the average cost. Let's go and copy the average cost too. Average cost. If you have this, control the question somewhere. Average cost happen to be average cost from the question happen to be something like this. 720. First one is dash or 0. 720, 402, 288, then 231. But if I don't demarcate it, we trouble. So I have to demarcate it. This one. So 231, 201. Then 189, 189, 182, 180 follow. Then from there 186 and then 198, 186 and 198. Okay, so that is that. Now they are telling us that the total cost of 0 output is 600. That's the fixed cost. So that is all. Now throw the question paper away. Let's throw the question paper away. Gone. We summarize the question here. Now let's find the total revenue. Please and please again. Yeah, I need all hands on board. Can you pick your calculator? Output times the price. So this times this 548. This time this in that order. Let's fill this column. So where you started from, you can make it 10. So if you can also start from the back, then 10. This will be 2320, right? Okay, 2, 4. So 9, 4, 2, and 13, 17, 16, 28, 16, 28. Then we have 2385. Then we have something like 2076. That year, 2076. $22.19. 22.19. 22.19. Then we have 23.04. 23.04. Then finally, we have something like 2.331. 2.331. Let's find the average. Sorry, the marginal revenue. Marginal revenue means change in the revenue with respect to output. So if you want to get a formula for change simple means, change simple means okay, so change simple means the new minus the old, but here all divided by the new quantity minus the old quantity. The interval is even. For all of us, it will give us 1. But take note, I'll do the very first one for you. Over here, the answer will be 548. Why 548? New is 548 minus the old, all divided by the change in quantity, 1 minus 0. So this one will be like this, 540 minus 0, all divided by 1 minus 0. That's why it's still 548. Let's come to the second. This 942 minus 548, right? So talk about that one too, and let's start giving figures for it. So that one too, the new is what? 942 minus the old 548, all divided by the new quantity 2 minus the old quantity 1. Okay. Good. So 394. 394. Good. The marginal revenue simple means just the difference. Let me give you just a clue. Just look at the interval here. It's just 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 increase. When it's 1, don't worry. It's just the difference between the total revenue. So the current revenue versus the previous revenue. So this minus this, all divided by this minus this. Then put the answer down. 942 minus the previous one, all divided by this minus this, in that order. So 375 is the next one. So that's this minus this. Perfect. In that order. 311. This minus this. 757. I agree. 757. I might not agree. This figure, I might not agree. I might not agree. Hey, there's negative inside. I might not agree. Okay, 1628. Okay, 229. There's an issue here. Okay, I'll agree. 23. That is the fifth one. Let's confirm this figure again. 5 times 477. So let's see, 5 times 477. What will be the answer? Let's confirm that. Okay, 2385. Okay. Less the previous one, that's 1628. Okay. In fact, there's an issue. So it seems like I copied wrongly. But I copied wrongly. Sorry. This one have to be 3. This one have to be what? 3. So to affect this guy, So this one has to be 377, not 477. Okay, so the total will be, so I pick it from there. 377 times this calculator, 377 times 5. Let's give us 1885. 1885. Yeah, I'll take that. Then this minus this. So let's go. So that's 257, right? 257. 257. Then the next show. You get something like 191. 143. Let me quickly finish up. 85. The price for 1 unit is 4. Hey, trouble, another trouble. Let's go to the question. But let's go to the question. Let's confirm from the question. Please kindly confirm. The price for 1 unit is 504. What from the 548? Trouble. Wahala day. So I copy the question wrongly. So yes, 504, right? 504. Here should be also 504. That will affect this section to 504. To affect only this figure. Affect only that figure. And that figure must be 438, right? Perfect. 438. Prices will be good. Now let's continue from this angle coming. I'll get 27. Then I'll get negative. That's entered into negative 11. That is all. And let's come to this hand side. First, let's find the total cost. The total cost. What is the total cost? This is the average cost. So if you multiply the unit by the average cost by the unit, it should give you the total cost. Now let's confirm that the figures that I quoted, they are what? All of them are correct too. Because I didn't copy it. So friends online here to help me. Just click the average multiplied by the unit. So here will be 0. 720 by 1, 720. 402 by 2, 804. This by 3 in that order. So let's see how best we can produce that. Um, 864, I'll take that. 864, I'll take that. Okay, so 924, right? Okay, I'll take that one to 1005, right? Okay, 1134, I'll take that. Wow. Okay, 1274, right? I also take that. Wow. 1440, I'll take that. Then I'll take 1674. 1674. Then finally, I'll take 1980. So 1980. We are done. Can you fill the marginal cost column for me? How do you find marginal cost? Anytime I find for marginal cost, the way we find the marginal revenue, the same technique or the same approach that we are going to use to find for what? The marginal cost. So let's start. The change. This minus this. Here there is here will give us 720. Okay, now I'm coming. Let's do something. We are saying that this total cost. Marginal cost is the same as the variable cost. So let's use this approach to move further, to move a bit faster. Now we said that the marginal cost is the same as the variable cost, right? Okay. How do you find variable cost? Variable cost is nothing by, let's go the cost formula. Total cost is equal to variable cost plus fixed cost, right? So now we know the total cost. This question, we're told that the fixed cost is 600. Yes, the fixed cost is 600. So that means if I subtract 600 from all the total costs individually, I'll get a variable cost. So basically, that is that. So that's the section you're going to use, not the change. Okay, so the fixed cost is 600. So probably we can include it here. When the output is total cost is at what? 600. Okay. Now let's see. We are finding for marginal cost. We are finding for marginal cost. Now the marginal cost is the same as variable cost. So if the total cost is this, and when we subtract the fixed cost from the total cost, must give us the same answer as what? As the marginal cost. So here the marginal cost will be 0. So 720 minus 600, that'll give us the 120. Agree. This, and after that. Other than we will try the alternative and see, because that's not the same method that we used to find this marginal cost. Sorry, this marginal revenue. Over here, we are tracking the differences between the current revenue and then the previous revenue. We will try the same thing here. I think it must work, but in some cases, it will not work. So let's bear in mind. Okay, so 720, 120, 804 minus 600, that should give us 204 minus 600, 264 minus 600, 324 minus 600, 405 minus 600, 5 3 4. Can it be confirming it for me? 840. I can see some 840 views. Wait. Let us go by how we arrive at the marginal revenue. The same style. Let's use that approach to be on the safer side. For this technique, I don't agree. So this minus this one is still the same 120. But 804 minus 720, what will be the answer? Let's go by that approach. Okay, so let's so 84. So this minus this is 84, right? This minus this will give us 60. This minus this will give us the next one will be 924 minus 864. Another 60 again, I'm not agree. What will be 80? So it will be 80, right? Agreed. Can you confirm for us? 80. So that should be somewhere 924 The 4 is 60, not 80. Eh? Okay. So that will be, in fact, I'll take that. 924 less the 864. I'll take that. So 81. So 60, 81. Oh, okay, this one is 60 again. Another 60 again. 81. 129. Number 7 is 140, right? Mm-hmm. 234. 9 is 234. 9. Why are you 2? No. Nine is 234. And then 166 and 306, right? 166 and 306. Okay. Let's find for the profit. This is a very heavy work. So looking at this, which of these are in the same level? Check this. So this one is 143. This 140. Level 3. So far, they are the ones that they are on the same rank. So that means mathematical error is there. Okay. Now let's use what happened that way. In fact, the answer is this output. It will be this. What happened that way, you find a profit. So your trial work will be this profit maximizing output. The output is what? 7. Selling price is what? 317 from the table. Now your trial work will be, you will probably find the profits and it will give the highest profit to confirm that. Yeah. Ideally, the 143 here must be the same as the 140 there, but the profit will confirm. Or you can say that where the marginal revenue is most nearly equal to the marginal cost is what? Most. If you check, here is 540. It's no longer closer to what we are finding there, but 143 and then 140, at least they are a bit closer than any of them. So that's why we decided to. You can still go further to find for the profit. But on this note, we will probably end at this. If I do one, you do one to one mapping. So now left with your 10. 11 with your 10, then we look at the strategies, then that's all for pricing. Now 11 to your 10. If I do one, you do one. So start work. This is May 2020 ICAG. May 2020 ICAG. So start work. You have only 5 minutes to finish this work. You can also do a guesswork. I'll take that if it's correct. So start work, ICA May 2020. Okay, so let's try and put some few stuff together for this particular question. So now draw the table. the most important thing is the profit. Get a profit. Why it's so difficult to find the marginal revenue, marginal cost, those tabs. Don't worry yourself. So in this question, you're giving us 3 items. So can you arrange it like this? You're giving us the quantity. Let's come here. Total cost, annual production units. So unit is here, total cost and selling price. So let's find the total cost here. Let's find the total revenue and find the difference. That's all. So we are looking for profit, maximizing, selling price or output. Third examiner, you have unit here. Third examiner, that the total cost has been given. Third examiner, they've given you the selling price. So you need the total selling price. So you need the total revenue. And third examiner, finally proceed to counter number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Counter number 5 for the profit. So that is all. Here the max is 4. So don't spend all the time here is 4. If care's not taken, to take all the time away. So let me copy this one. 2,500 units, 5,000, 7,500, 10,000, and 12,500. Then total cost in thousands, 100.3, 186.3, 1287.8, 405, then 537.8. Let me also copy the selling price quickly. Per unit 70.8, 66.7, okay, 62.5, 58 dot something 3, 54.2. That is all. So this is the information they've made it available. Servicing that is a bit straightforward. Oh, no plenty things. Servicing. That's one thing that the examiners are very good at it too. The question is so simple, smart game. The game is what? So smart. So I thought you were looking for the marginal revenue and then the marginal cost, Cost wave. Where dot? Although you can use that one to answer this question, but to be a long process. Extremely long process. Why the examiner have not given you a headline, table line, you can just use the profit. So let's go. Can you help me? Let's find the total revenue. How do you find total revenue? Is the selling price times the unit. Now the answer that you get, can you raise 3 zeros for me? Because total cost is raising 3 zeros. You have to also raise 3 zeros here. So 70.8 times 2,500. So 70.8 so that's 177. Okay, so 177. Then 66.7 times 5,000. After you raise 3333.5, 333.5. The next one, 62.5 times 7,500. 468.8. 468.8. Then 58.3 times 10,000. So this one times 10,000 should give us 583.0, right? Then 12,000 by 54.2. Any answer, friends, online? 65 0.4. Now find the profit for me. What is the profit? What is the profit? So in this question, profit, total revenue, this minus this, what will be the answer? So you should have it 76.7, right? Good. This revenue minus the profit, that'll give us minus the cost. That'll give us 147.2. Then the next one will be where are you? 468.8 minus 287. Should give us something like 181. I'll take that. Okay, so 583 from that angle. $158. Okay, then the last one is 178. Okay, 178. Okay, so what is the profit? What is the question, Gra? Let's go. Determine the optimal selling price. What is the optimal selling price? It's 178, I might not agree. Optimal selling price. So the optimal selling price, the profit is at highest. So look at this profit, which of them is the highest one? Okay, so the last one is 677.5. Sorry. The total revenue for the last one is 677.5. Okay. 677.5. This you got. So this one is not true. 677.5. And this one we got giving 178. Okay, so 178. I'll take that. I'll not agree. Please, you should have probably be adding the decimal to it too. Because here there's a decimal. Where is 677.5 minus something like this? So there must be some decimal B. It is not 158 to. Hey. So I think I'm making some copying error here. 10,000. Okay, the product for 10,178. Sorry, this one is 178. Sorry, this one is 178. And then just have to change figure again. I have to change this 605 dot something. Now can you finish me with the right? So 139.7. What about that one too? Let me do the calculation here. Okay, so the revenue is correct. I hope now everything is okay. 12,500 units times the selling price of 54.2 should give us 677.5. It should be 677.5. This figure should change to 139.7. 139.7. So what's the profit maximizing output? If we get this profit maximizing outputs, which of the output gives the highest profits? Which of the output or which of the selling price? They say optimal selling price. So therefore, that examiner from the above table, from the above, comma, the optimum selling price is at where are you? For example, let's say what is the optimal selling price? Optimal selling price is Ghana city of 62.5 per unit, which resulted or gives a maximum profit of 181. That is all. 4 marks. That is the end of the pricing. Now let me the pricing strategies. So to earn it or to kill it, we have the pricing strategies. There are 5 strategies. You are wondering that we started pricing, but if not mention price skimming and 8 friends. Those ones are strategy. So let me list them down and then provide some small explanation to them. Then we run away. Have you seen? We run away. Oh, sorry. Let me go. Sorry. So this question ran down. May 2020. Question number 5. But it's the last question in that sitting. That sitting was the last question. Imagine. Have you seen where they've placed the easy questions? Very last. By the time you see it, 11, 2 minutes. There's nothing you can do. How about that? So take note. That's why it's very important to plan your work or to read 15 minutes for the requirement. Okay, so pricing strategies. Pricing strategies. What are the pricing strategies available for the organization? You may be asked to explain. I can't remember one of the settings they asked them. 2019 November, there's a question there. We'll go and look at it to finalize the case. The pricing strategy available, they are the cost plus method. We have the cost class pricing. Number 1 is the cost class. So cost plus pricing. So all of them just be adding pricing. Number 2, now cost plus simple is you calculate the cost. If the cost of the product is, let's say, cost of the product is 20 Ghana, profit, add your plus something, maybe 10%, or let's say plus 20%. 20% is 4. So now the price should be what? 24. That is what we mean by cost plus. So it's the method of deciding selling price by adding a percentage markup to a full cost of product. I think I have to write some full meaning. This one is a method of pricing where a percentage markup for profit is added. So first of all, get an examiner that is situation where the full cost plus percentage markup percentage was markup. And that is a profit. This is a profit. So much, and this one becomes the selling price. So that is now. That's the definition. We are done. And now you know how to find the full cost, right? The full cost. We can add you direct material, direct labor, direct expenses. You get a total cost of production. Then your markup straight up on it. So let's give an example. Let's just give an example. Let's just give example. That okay, the full cost is 50, and then markup is, let's say, 30%. 3, 5, 15, and so it will be 15 series. Selling price become what, 65. That is all. We are done. Let's go to the next one. Now, all of them, I'll give you a trial work. The trial is that look for the challenges. Number one, look for the advantages of all of this. Advantages and the challenges that we have, all of them. So take note of that. Now let's go to number 2, marginal cost class. Now this one you can call it full cost class. So how to do something here? You will not be confused. So you will not be confused. So. I want to do something here for you. The next one is called, this one, let's call it full cost plus. So add the full cost plus. Number 2, call it variable or marginal cost plus. Marginal cost plus. We've learned marginal cost right now as the same as what? Variable cost. The same as variable cost plus percentage of what? Profit. Variable cost, adding a profit margin. Here you add a profit margin. You add a profit margin. Okay, so that is that. I have a nice question. I'll upload it and then you try. Okay, so let's go to the next one. This method are called cost plus. So together they are called cost plus. So you have the full cost plus and then marginal cost. Please, this one is full. That doesn't mean this one is half full. No, this one is not half. Marginal. Then we go to the other strategy, the most common ones. The most common ones. All of them, don't forget to be adding the advantages and disadvantages. I'll take them all. Even if I don't take them, your examiner will ask you. The examiner will take them from you. Okay. So that's fine. Now the next one that we look at it is the popular one. That is the price skimming. Price skimming. That's the most popular one. We call it market skimming. I'm going to skim the market. Market skimming. Pricing. Market skimming, pricing. Add pricing. Finally, add the last one to it so that we get out of here. Market penetration, pricing. Market penetration. And then add a pricing to it for me. Market penetration, pricing. We're on this. Skimming. Simple means, in fact, you are going to recoup everything before anybody enters the market. This is the issue. These ones are for newly introduced products. skimming, and then penetrations are for newly introduced products. So take note. That is why it works more. So that's the advantages and disadvantages. So, okay, that's the challenges. So now, market skimming simple means when you introduce a new product, you charge higher prices at the initial stage of the product. Charge higher. The aim is that you are going to recoup your cost of investment and make reasonable profit before anybody enters the market. Don't forget that you can never be unique forever. Your uniqueness, somebody can copy it and come and then outsmart you. So before that person copies you, you've made your money already. If they copy, fine. How do you get it? So that's the market skimming, charging higher prices at the initial stage of the product. So don't forget that this is not for existing product too. When the product is being launched. Why? Market skimming is we used to tag a lot of people. You know, some people when they don't like leftover goods, right? They want fresh. They want to own certain products as soon as they launch them. So for instance, the first person to own the very first class of a vehicle. So those people, you can charge them a very expensive price they'll pay. Why? Because they want to own that particular vehicle, that brand first. Unlike the leftover, no. So those people, skimming goes with them. And tell me a situation where skimming will be appropriate. Skimming is appropriate when one, your product is quality. You can't go and do the channel, sorry. Now, if your product is inferior, is of less quality, you can't use the skimming. Because if the product is standard, it's not the highest quality, you can't charge high. So take note. And also come with what? Brand name. Yes, if you don't have the brand name, forget it. You're charging high, no. Rather, if Apple introduced a new line of product, let's say vehicle, or let's say, in fact, let me even give you a classical example. They recently introduced the nose marks, and the price was also expensive. So, because they have the brand for quality already, or because they position themselves in the market already, because they have the name already, the reputation already, they won't even suffer to bring something and charge high. How we get it? Good. So take note of that. Circumstances that favor the skimming. Now, do you know this strategy? Skimming simple means at the initial stage, I'm charging high prices. When somebody sets in, I'll reduce it and charge low. That's the meaning of skimming. I am timing the market. When no one is in, me alone, because the product is what? New. I bought the product fresh. Nobody have copied the product. So if nobody have copied the product, that means give me chance to charge a high. If I see that competitors are setting in, then I'll reduce the selling price. This strategy is called market skimming. I want to gain a lot of profit before anybody else comes in. But before I can do that, it's not every product that I can use it to skim the market. Forget it. It's not every product. If you manufacture some roadside vehicle where even if it's going, the back will be shaking. Yes, shaking. You think which are high price, they'll come and then buy it. No, not at all. Very quality products. Good. And then this one, it's very good for products that have a short lifespan. That one, people, it's not easy for people to copy it. Product with what? Short lifespan. Oh, just 2 years, 3 months. Nobody can copy it. So by the time the 3 months comes, oh, you gain the market already. Okay, so that is it. Tell me the dangers of this. Now let's go to the market penetration. market penetration. Market penetration, as the name suggests, you need to penetrate through the markets and gain stand. No, there are a lot of people. So you need to like find your way out, force yourself, and gain something. Good. So over here is directly opposite of the market skimming. Here you charge low, extremely low product at the initial stage, at the launch. Don't forget that these two techniques going forward, new product too. Existing product, you can't use this one though. Forget it, it's a new product. Now low at the initial stage, hoping that you gain what? Market share. This one is for market share. Third examiner that is for what? Market share. Why do you charge low? You charge low to obtain a higher market share, percent of market share. A lot of people will patronize the products. That is why you are charging low, so that later on you now increase your price. Later, you charge high price later, where everybody have probably known you, where everybody like now, and where competitors are setting in. By the time competitors set in fact, everybody knows you. Good. So I'll give you a classical example. Look at when Momo started in Ghana. MTN started Momo in Ghana here with prices very low, and they tried to build brand to maintain or to gain a higher percentage of the market share in terms of the mobile money transaction. Good. And currently, as I'm now talking to you, they still retain highest market share in the mobile money market. Good. So when the other networks set in, oh, the people know MTN already. That they are everywhere. Exactly. And then the charges are a bit low. Okay, here too, don't forget that also come with what? It's on, like when it can, when it's good. Now it discourages new entrants. If you are charging low, nobody will come in. Because when they come, they cannot charge high. You are charging low. Now, anybody enters the market will not feel happy, because if you enter the market and come and charge high, do not come. You are disgracing yourself. Unless your product is quality. Don't forget that this product is what? Standard. It's a standard product, not too high. Just a standard product. And then don't forget that here the demand is what? Highly elastic. The least change in price will deter people from buying. The least change in price will deter people from buying. That is it. I can add, but let me add more, so that we can get like, let's say 9. Yeah. Let's add complementary product pricing. But the most common ones are the ones we mentioned here. So I'm going to add more. I think I have to add more to it. We are number 6, right? Complementary product pricing. Complementary product pricing. Complementary product pricing. Okay. Now, some of the products, like they are used together. They are connected. They are used together. For instance, you need something, but that item is in a particular product. When you go, they will not sell that single product to you. They are together, complementary. It must be used together. Now, assuming that you have 3 products. Let's say TV set, decoder, and then remote. This remote is a special remote to the decoder and then the TV. You can't get any type. Okay, so that is it. So I've been saying probably complementary products. They are moved together. Normally you set them together. You tell them that this alone is going for 1,500 cedis. So what if someone comes, okay, I need only the remote. No, I don't say only the remote. If I'm buying everything, buy everything at 1,500, I'm done. I will get this. So we are saying that complementary products are goods that tend to be bought and used together. If an organization makes and sells complementary product, it may wish to decide the selling price for the products in a single pricing policy. Yeah. But before they go this 1,500, okay, this one is 1,300. The decoder is 180. Remote is 20 Ghana. Putting all 1,005. That is what they've made it like that. Okay. So looking at some products where they move together. So setting a price for them. In fact, these products are sold separately, but they are connected. Now what they do is this. When they realize that when they sell them bulk, they will lose. That's if the company is a loss leader. They will sell it individually because selling remote on its own without, maybe if they are not together, I'll sell this one at 50 cedis. This one is going for 250. This one is 1,005 if I should sell them alone. So if you are the production manager or sales manager, if you sell them stand-alone price in FR financial reporting, we call this one stand-alone price according to IFRS 15 revenue. Now you put all this together, you get 300,000 each. So instead of you selling them together at 1,005, why can't you sell them single? At the end of the day, what do you get? You get your 1,008. Good. So that is it. Okay, so I'll move on to the next one. All of this, I need the advantages, disadvantages. So, let me move on to number 7, product line pricing. Product line pricing. All these are pricing what strategies. We can also look at volume discounting. Volume discounting. Volume discounting. Now here is like, we also call it bulk discount. Bulk what? Discount. It's also called trade discount. It's a strategy. Reduce the price. Buy 3, get 1 for free. Buy 3, get 1 for free. How do you get it? It's a pricing strategy. Buy 4, get 1 for free. Actually, like, buy 4, get 1, buy 5, get 2, buy 10, get 3. In that order. It's also a pricing strategy. Here you are giving what? A bulk discount. I mean, this one is just the to encourage or aiming at what? Increasing sales. If you want to increase your sales, can you use the volume discount? People come and buy plenty. Then finally, I'll talk about the last one. We call it price discrimination. Yeah, that one will discriminate as the last section that I'll talk about, price discrimination. Price discrimination. Price discrimination. Now the same product and services is sold at different prices to different customers. That is a price discrimination. Yes. Now the same product, but if I'm selling to people at East Legon, different price. Come to Makola here, different price. Okenshi, different price. Choco, different price. Go to the village, different price. That is a price discrimination that we are talking about. So we have the variables that normally we use to discriminate. The variables like market segment. Oh, this class of people, I treat them special. So for them, they must also pay a special amount. Fine, the market segment, good. By the product version, it's the same product too. But if you want the latest version, if you want a tear rubber, if you want a brand new, the price is different. Good. You can also look at by place. The place is common. It's also common. Come to Ghana. Yes. But even if you go to East Legon, that is where you can get a plantain burger. Yes. So now someone informs us that they don't want us to go and buy Coffee Bookman over there again, because now the Coffee Bookman is no longer Bookman there. Yes. So that is what price discrimination. Yeah. You can also use time. Yeah. Time to discriminate. So the time that everybody wants that product, that is where you are charging, especially high. Look at the hotel prices against telephone charges, or the railway companies. In fact, they normally practice this type of pricing method, railway companies. Good. So like they will charge more to the rush hour rate than those who probably take their time. Good. Okay, so on that note, we can say that we are done. Just that the last one is a relevant cost pricing. That's why I intend to do the relevant cost today, but looking at time, we'll put it to a different day. If I should add that one to it, we have relevant cost pricing. That means our next topic should be a relevant cost. However, our next topic, I'll do investment appraisal, capital budgeting. Yeah. So if I do relevant cost, probably I'll explain this. So let me see if I can end it with the past question I was talking about, because one of the sitting examiner asked a question on that. Let me see if I can locate that question for you. Okay, so this is the question. This is November 2019, question number 5A. Discuss two disadvantages of the managing director's pricing strategy in the circumstances described above. You are limited to the circumstance that you describe it above. Okay. So this is what I was asking you to do for me. All the methods, all the 10 strategies that we've probably described here, can you tell me advantages, disadvantages, challenges, where to be proper? I'm done. Let's go and see the managing director's view. Managing director's view. Where's the managing director? Where is his view? Okay, let's see. Graphics Communication Group Limited, GCGL, is a magazine publishing company. It's comprised of a number of different divisions, each publishing magazines in a different sector. The company is now considering publishing a financial magazine. The financial magazine market is very competitive, with a number of well-established titles already being published by GLs or the company's competitor. Financial magazine is a monthly magazine. The company has therefore commissioned an advertising campaign to launch its financial magazine. The price of the financial magazine has been set at full cost plus markup. Full cost plus a markup of 20%. So what is the advantage of full cost plus and two disadvantages? That's your trial work. Good. If you have your point here, you can probably let me have them. We should probably clear it from there, right? So that you not be hunting us, right? Should we clear it from there? So that you not be hunting us. Okay. These are four advantages. Now, it's like it helped the organization to recoup all costs because they say full cost, right? That is all. It will help what? The company to recoup all the costs and hence prevent what? Loss. And hence prevent loss. Yeah, so they can recoup all. Then third examiner, focus, in fact, is one of the simplest methods. You don't need to solve out. Yes, so get to right now. And then it's also good where competition is unpredictable. In the case that it mentions there, let's go, mention somewhere here that it's very competitive here. So where the competition is unpredictable, focus approach is the best. Good. What about the challenges that we have with the focus system? Challenges with the focus system. Sometimes it's not possible to accurately ascertain the total cost. Yes, you can't tell me that like you can't give an accurate total cost. So hence, the four that they are stating there lacks some accuracy. In all cases, you can't determine the total cost. In some cases, the total cost cannot be determined. Great. Good. Yes. So we are saying that the cost plus system or the total cost or the full cost approach, how sure are you that you can get the entire cost, the full cost? In some situations, you can't determine the full cost. Just use an average or just use, you can't determine the full cost. So that is a challenge that we have. Now, we cannot use this for decision making. The focus is not a relevant cost. Why? Because it may include what? A past cost, or a sunk cost. So as a result of that, we cannot use the full cost approach for decision making. Good. Then basically that is that. And does not also consider the future demand. Future demand is not taken into consideration. That is what we can tell the examiner. So I'll be saying the section and then you are fine. Now for ICAG management accounting upcoming setting, over here, any of them is potential. We've not done relevant cost. Relevant costing, we look at it to fully everything. Now look out for make or buy, a very strong question on make or buy. I give a trial work on make or buy. So today I've not received the solution. I may not ask of it. If you submit it, we'll go through. Anybody that submit it, I'll solve with you. Good. But I hope that my people, the examiners will hear my voice and then do the make or buy for us, or the limiting factor, a strong question on limiting factor, or pricing, even pricing, I'm okay. Yes. Or still the break even, the CVP analysis. So that is it. Great. So on that note, this is how far the good Lord will bring us. So we'll end here and continue again in the subsequent meeting. So thank you very much for watching, and kindly subscribe if you have not done that, and also request for materials or join any of our ongoing classes, and then you are fine. Tell a friend to tell another friend about Target Professional Consult. So have a nice day. See you again in the next lecture.